Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's message is never give up your goals for a man. Never give up your goals and dreams for a man. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers, all of the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So at the end of the video, I'll show you a link where you can send in your questions, and I will either answer them privately through the email, or I will share them online with the collective, and it can be your decision. Now, those of you who are interested in these caps, they are available in my online store, and you'll find a link in the description. Now it's time for our daily affirmation, and we do these affirmations to help with our spiritual growth. And here it is. I make choices in alignment with my values. I make choices in alignment with my values. All right, people, know what your values are, so then you can make the right choices in your life. I make choices in alignment with my values. Let this affirmation be a blessing to you today. Now it's time for movement. And we do these movements to get our blood circulating. All right, today's movement, we're going to do an arm movement. And what we're going to do is stretch out our arm just like this, and then we're going to rotate it like that. And we're going to do it for 5 times. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, stretch it. 3, come on. 4, you can do it. 5, how does that feel? Now let's do the other side. Stretch it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. 5. You know, the more that we do these exercises, you don't feel it as much in your arms when you move our arms around a little bit every day. Now let's dive into the message. Never give up your goals for a man. I did pull a video. Let's watch the video. Then we're going to talk about this issue. Here we go.
If you're thinking of putting your goals and your dreams on the back burner because of a guy, because he's promising he's going to take care of you and you just want to become his wife and you want to birth his children, kind reminder, your career is never going to be like, you know what, I don't love you anymore, it's over. If you have 0 career aspirations, if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, that's fine. Just be smart about it. Do not let him control you. A real man is going to want to see you grow and become the best version of yourself. You have so much more to offer than just being somebody's plus one.
You know, I feel like when you are a person that advises other people not to make certain sacrifices for the sake of their relationship, people tend to pin you as bitter, jaded, evil, you're jealous, or you don't know what it takes to make a relationship work. Well, I don't think people are trying to sabotage your relationship or make your relationship not work. I think they're trying to make you take into consideration, if this is what I have to give up in order to be in this relationship, is this relationship worth it? We tend to sacrifice so much of ourselves, so much of what we want, so much of who we are in the name of romantic relationships, because society puts so much emphasis on the importance of them and the ability to maintain them.
Decided to wait until we'd been together 7 years, until I moved across the fucking country. I keep telling y'all this, but y'all don't want to listen. It's like you would rather learn the hard way as opposed to using your discernment and intuition to get yourself out of situations like this. Another thing I want to add to, this is exactly what it looks like when you center your life around a man. You are putting your social life on hold, your family on hold, your career on hold, basically any aspirations that you have to center your life around what your man wants without getting any benefits out of it. And if there's one thing I know about men, they're not stupid. They just pretend to be to see how much you can put up with. And when you give up everything, that is the moment that you've lost.
You see what they said in the video. Never give up your dreams and your goals just to be in a relationship with a man. No. Men will not treasure you for that. You are just sacrificing yourself to be with him. You don't want to do that. Now, here's a short message that I received. And she said, whenever I'm in a serious relationship, I get extremely codependent, emotionally and physically. I prioritize my partner's feelings and desire and neglect my own in order to maintain peace. Listen, when you get into a relationship because the man wants to be the boss, he will be okay with you, working your little job or whatever. But don't try to progress and be too big on the job or you'll get some flack from the man. Many men want to keep you just where they found you. When you have other dreams and aspirations and you want to build and you want to grow, they want to hold you back. They want to tell you can't do that. What makes you think you can do that? That's going to cost you a lot of money and time. And, I don't think you should be doing that. I think you should let it go and just continue what you're doing. Be happy at where you are. Why are you wanting to change things? Ladies, you have the right to be whatever you desire to be. Don't allow a man to stop you. And they will every time. I remember I was dating this man when I decided that I was going to try to buy a house. Why not? He told me, you can't buy a house. No, you can't. And I mean, he fought me every inch of the way. He had a house, but he didn't want me to have one. He wanted me to stay right where he met me in that apartment. Right there. Because see, in that apartment, he knew that he could afford me in that apartment. That's one thing why men don't want you to get too far ahead of them. He knew that he could afford me in that apartment. And if I got a house, then probably I could grow and get away from him. But if a man can keep you stuck right where he found you, and you give up your dreams, your aspirations, or whatever, a lot of men are happy with that. I even know women who are married who decide that maybe I'll start a little business, and their husbands talk against it. No, don't do that. That's, you ain't got time for that at all. Don't do that. It's going to cost you money, time, and it's not going to work. You can't be successful. Naysayers, this is your partner. You don't want to hear that. Your partner should be supportive of whatever you decide you want to do in life. But if you hook up many times and you have these dreams that you want to pursue in your marriage, your husband will talk you down. I've seen it a number of times happen where the women want to do things and the husband talks it down. And so they end up giving it up. He'll tell you all the reasons why you will fail. And so you end up just forgetting about it. When if you ignored him and went on with your desires and pursued your dreams, You could be very successful. And I believe that's what a lot of men are afraid of. They don't want you to become too successful over them. Because remember, they want to be the boss. They want to be in charge. And they know that it costs to be the boss. So if they can't afford you anymore, it diminishes their power over you. Okay? And men shouldn't really have power over you. You are a powerful being within your own right, ladies, and you need to realize that you can be and do anything you desire in life. Don't allow a man to talk it down. And ladies, also be aware. Don't move to another location following a man. Don't do that. That's one of the worst things you can do. Don't do that. Don't pick up your life to run off where a man is to be with him. Now, that's a terrible decision. Don't do it. Now, if the man wants to be with you, let him come to you. But don't you pick up and move on your own accord to be with him. Because once you get over there, who's to say he's going to treat you well? Or who says that he's going to support you? Now, you've given up whatever you were doing over here to be with him. It's not worth it, ladies. It's not worth it. Whatever you desire in your life, don't give up on your dreams. Pursue your dreams. It has nothing to do with the man. It has to do with you and your own happiness. Ladies, when you get involved in a relationship, a situationship, or any of that, remember that men believe that they should be in charge of you in the relationship. Now, ladies, because you are a powerful being and you are an intelligent being and you have your own dreams and aspirations before you even meet him. But once he comes on the scene, now he believes to keep him that you need to pour all of your attention into him. Not in your own dreams, but into him. Which means that now you are sacrificing yourself to be with him. Don't do it. Don't do it. Continue with whatever your goals are. Continue with that, regardless of him. Now, I know ladies who will pick up from where they are to just to be closer to him. And once you move in with him, he's not going to support what you were doing over here. Because he believes it's all about him. And ladies, when you get into these relationships, look at it. Is he supportive of what you desire in your life? Does he even ask what it is you would like to do? And if you discuss it with him, is he supportive? Or is he always talking it down? Always telling you why you can't do it and why you shouldn't do it. And you don't have time to do it. And he's a real naysayer. You don't need that. Your partner should be your biggest supporter. It's a red flag if he's not. You want somebody that will be there and support you to be the best you can be in this life. The very best you can be. You don't want anybody tearing you down. Don't give up your goals for a man. And I don't care who he is. It doesn't matter how much he has or what he does for a living. If he makes a great living, a fortune, or whatever, what about you? What about you? You have your dreams, no matter what they are. I wouldn't give them up just to go sit with him. I would pursue my dreams to the very end. That's what it's all about, ladies. You have your own power. Don't give it away just because somebody else can provide a lot more than maybe you can. You can enjoy that. But never give up your own dream, whatever it is. Never give it up. Continue to work on it. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody does, continue to work on your goals. And I know it can be difficult, especially if your partner is talking it down. I've been with a number of partners who tried to talk down things that I was trying to do, but I didn't pay any attention to them. I just kept going, headstrong, because I believed in myself. This is the key. If you don't know the power that you have and trust in yourself, then anybody can sway you off your path. Anybody. And it doesn't just have to be your partner. It can be your friends. It can be your counselors and teachers or whatever can sway you off your path. Never give up your dreams. Your dreams are valid. You have these dreams because it's possible for you to attain these goals. If you can dream it, you can have it. But it's up to you. It's going to take work. It's going to take faith. And it's going to take you turning away from any naysayers in your life at all. Turning away from them. You cannot attain success if you are following what other people are telling you. You have to be somewhat of a leader if you want to be successful and reach your goals. Nobody's just going to hand it to you. You have to work at it. You have to work at it. Now, many men are threatened by it. That's why they want to stop you. They're threatened by you getting too big. Which means that too big means that you have outgrown them. That's why they want to stop you. Men like to keep you where they found you. If they found you in a certain position, they kind of like to keep you there. Don't try to be something better than that. Don't try to grow from that. Stay right there. And men are happy because they know that they can control you better right here. But if you grow too big and out of control, it makes the man feel less than. But that has nothing to do with you. That's his problem, not yours. Ladies, I've heard men say, don't worry about working on this right now. Tell a lady, don't worry about working on your goals right now. This is going to be the plan. You help me reach my goals. This is the man talking. You help me reach my goals. And once I reach my goals, then I'll be in a position to help you reach your goals. They'll tell you that. And so women say, oh, okay. So you help him, whether he's going to school or rising his company or whatever. You support him all the way. Now when he gets to his pinnacle, it's very rare that he's going to reach back and help you. There are a lot of men who will leave you and go find somebody else that they met while they were pursuing that pinnacle and leave you holding the bag. Here you are, have given up your dreams to support him, and now he's taken off with somebody else. That has happened so many times. So many times, and just left women in heartbreak because you've sacrificed your life to promote him. And now, since he's on top with his wandering eye, He sees something else that he likes better because he doesn't feel like you can meet his high standards now. So he wants a better model. So he'll dump you and go somewhere else. Ladies, don't do it. You have your goals. Never give up on what they are. And if you happen to be with a partner that talks you down from any new ventures that you want to pursue, you need to let him go, because he will never support you. And that's what you desire from a partner. Support. Just a pat on the back. Keep going. You can do it. You know, understand? You want to hear that. You don't want to hear somebody saying, you can't do that. What is that? Oh, things like that. You don't need that. And this is what men would do to discourage you from pursuing whatever your dreams are. Ladies, know who you are. Love yourself first, not a man first. We'll do too much to make a man comfortable, when many men won't do anything to make us comfortable. We'll spend our whole lives with a man catering to him, because we've been groomed this way. Cater to your man. Take care of your man. Love your man. Submit to your man. We've been groomed. Rejected. That's what I'm saying. Rejected. No. The man should be doing this for you. He should be catering to you, loving you, supporting you, providing for you, protecting you. All right, ladies? Don't settle for less. Don't ever give up your goals for a relationship. It's a bad idea. You will end up losing in the end if you do that. You'll feel miserable in the end because you'll stay stuck. I know too many women who gave up their dreams to support their husbands. The husbands don't respect you for that. Many of those husbands cheat on them, disrespect them, treat them like crap. But they stay and continue to cater to the husband. Continue to cater. Because, see, women, we have a real fear of being alone. We have a real fear of that. So many of us will do anything to keep from being alone. I don't know if it's still out there, but it used to be kind of a joke of women who were alone. They were spinsters or cat people or whatever these labels are to try to make you feel bad. No. You are empowered if you happen to be alone. You are empowered no matter what anybody says. But what I want you to understand is, don't sacrifice yourself for a man. Don't do it. Your sacrifice is not going to be rewarded. You're just going to spend your life in misery, tiptoeing around your life trying to keep the peace. Care nothing about no peace. No. Ladies, we need to flip this, because we have been groomed to believe that to have a man, you have to cater to him. You have to submit to him. You have to do all these things for him. It's all about him. No, it's not. No, it is not all about him. It should be about you. Ladies, you the prize. It should be about you. All right? Now, I know some ladies will disagree and they'll say, well, It can be about both. It can be about both of us. It don't have to be just about me. It can be about both. Listen, here's the thing. Don't compromise now, because it's always been about men and it's never been about you. So now when you come to the realization that it should be about you, don't compromise and water it down and say, oh, well, it should be about him too. No, it's always been about the man. He's always been in control of you, your whole livelihood, and everything else. So don't compromise with that. It should be about you, ladies. You have power just like him. Don't give it up just to be with him. As a matter of fact, if you are financially stable in your own right, you really don't need him, because most women are with men because of financial stability. Women are looking for security. So they hook up with a man for security. But then they find themselves having to submit and to sacrifice to keep that security, that so-called security. I don't think it's worth it. I really don't think it's worth it. I think you'll feel much better as a person if you can stand on your own 2 feet. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a partner, you shouldn't get married or anything like. I'm not saying that at all. If that's your desire, to be in a relationship, to have a partner, good. Like I said, you can have anything you want in this life. But what I am saying is, don't sacrifice yourself to have these things. It's not necessary for you to sacrifice yourself, your dreams, your goals, just to be in a relationship. And if you happen to be involved with a man who doesn't feel that way, or is not supportive of the things that you want to do, then you need to leave him. He's not the right man for you. Don't keep trying to make it work. See, ladies, that comes from your desperation again of fear of being alone. And that's why you're willing to bend over backwards to keep these men. It's not worth it. You are destroying your own happiness when you do that. Love yourself, ladies. When you love yourself, you won't tolerate any of that. You won't. If he's not supportive to you, then you'll move away from him. Or you won't pay any attention to him. But you will continue to better yourself and to be whatever you desire to be in this life. Okay? And don't allow him to stop you. I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps somebody. It's too many of us ladies sacrificing ourselves just to be with a man. We need to stop that. We need to stop that. And many of us are doing it because we're listening to advice from men on how to keep a man. Why you want to keep him if he's no good? If he's not making you happy, what you want to keep him for? No. Ladies, we already know how to keep a man. But men need to learn how to keep us. And when you become strong and stand up straight and you have your own economic foundation and you really don't need him for that, that demands respect. That demands respect. The man will have to come at you differently when he knows that you can walk away any moment. He'll treat you differently. Don't sacrifice yourselves, ladies. Don't do it. I hope that you understand that message. And I really hope that it helps somebody, ladies, because it's not necessary and it's not good for your well-being to sacrifice yourself just to be with a man. All right? Now, I want to recommend a book to you. And this is another book from my library, and here it is. This is Crystals for Healing. I don't know if many of you know about crystals, but crystals are vibrating energy, healing energy. And a lot of us are not aware of this. You can create powerful change in your life through the power of crystals. Now, this book is a complete reference guide, and it's by Karen Frazier. And these are remedies for the mind, the heart, and the soul. This book addresses more than 90 of the most common states we struggle with or aspire to achieve. Over 200 crystal remedies to ignite crystal healing includes mantras and meditations throughout for a holistic approach. All right, so this book contains a lot of information, and it profiles 99 crystals covering colors, primary uses, corresponding chakras, and placement recommendations. Whether you're working through grief or holding on to grudges, seeking peace, or deepening gratitude, crystal healing shows you how to live more fully with the vibrational power of crystals. This is a wonderful book. Wonderful book. And again, this is one from my library, and I recommend it to you. You should have this in your library for your healing. It's a wealth of knowledge here, and it talks about your chakras, the power of these crystals, talks about abundance, meditations. This is a treasure, and I'm pretty sure you can get it on Amazon. So look for this book and add this to your library. It will prove to be a real blessing to you. When I first started with crystals, I didn't understand crystals at all. But I started off by getting a rose crystal. And I just happened to lay it on a card or something that I had on my desk. And the next day, I noticed that the card had bubbled up to where the crystal sat. And I said, wait a minute. These crystals are emitting energy. I never knew it before. This is healing energy, people. So get this book. You're going to love it. Now, for those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here is the link. Send your questions to Miss Faye's World, YT@hotmail.com. That's Miss Faye's World, YT@hotmail.com. And try to keep your letters to one page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. And if you prefer that I answer your question privately through the email, just put it at the very top of your letter and I will comply. I hope that you understood the topic today. Never give up on your goals to have a man. It's a terrible idea. Men don't appreciate it, and you suffer in the end. Love yourself, know your power, and never give up on your dreams. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. And I thank you for your comments and your letters. And a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best and happiness. And I really hope to see you next time.